For many years, David Walliams was on our TV screens, and everyone loved watching him. He was funny and talented. He starred in a comedy show called Little Britain, which made people laugh a lot. Then he became a judge on Britain's Got Talent, a show where people perform and try to win. David became super famous, and everyone knew who he was. People loved watching him make jokes and talk with the other judges Simon Cowell, Amanda Holden, and Alicia Dixon. David seemed to have everything. A great job. Lots of fans and millions of people who admired him. But sometimes, even really famous people make mistakes. In the last few years, something happened to David that changed everything and made people see him differently. Let's find out what really happened to David Walliams from Britain's Got Talent and why he had to leave his job as a judge on the show. David was born on August 20th, 1971 in London. His birth name was David Edward Walliams. When he was growing up, David was really good at making people laugh. His dad worked as an engineer, and his mom worked in a science lab. David loved performing and acting. So he went to the University of Bristol to study drama. While he was at college, he got to practice being funny and learn how to be a better actor and writer at university. He joined a comedy group called The Footlights. This theater group was famous for helping funny people become stars, including famous performers like John Cleese and Stephen Fry. It was during his time with the Footlights that David got really good at comedy, timing, and became known as a rising star in the comedy world. His big break came when he worked together with another funny guy named Matt Lucas. They created an amazing sketch comedy show called Little Britain. The show started in 2003 and became super popular right away. The show proved that David could play many different characters and was really, really funny. He was so good at becoming different people and creating characters that everyone remembered. This made him famous all across the UK because Little Britain was so successful. David's career took off. He also became a best-selling author, which means lots of people bought his books. He wrote funny and sweet stories that both kids and grown-ups loved reading. Some of his popular books are Gangster Granny, Mr. Stink, and Awful Auntie David's amazing journey in entertainment led him to try many different things, including becoming a judge on the very popular reality show Britain's Got Talent. David started working on Britain's Got Talent in 2012. He was on the show for more than 10 years. You could say that one of the best things about the show was watching David and Simon joke around with each other. His fun and energetic personality was the complete opposite of Simon's serious and tough judge act. During the 10 years he was on the show, David created some of the funniest and sweetest moments. During one audition, an amazing dog act called Ashley and Pudsey amazed the judges and everyone watching with their cool tricks and dance moves. David, who really loves dogs, especially loved Pudsey. You could tell he really liked the act, and his excitement made it even more fun to watch. In one of the most touching moments on the show, David connected with a young singer named Malachi Paul. When Malachi started singing, he got so nervous that he started crying. David ran up onto the stage to comfort the young boy and told him to keep going. This beautiful moment showed that David was kind and knew how to help contestants when they were having a hard time. In another really funny audition, David made a comment about how someone sang that made everyone laugh super hard. A contestant named Aaron sang the Disney song Let It Go in a voice that sounded really strange and monster-like. Amanda was so surprised she immediately hit the red buzzer. But David said that this is what he thinks the voice inside Simon's head sounds like. He even gave Aaron a yes vote. which helped him move forward in the competition. This showed that David knew how to keep the show fun and didn't take everything too seriously. This is why when the news came out that David had said some bad things behind the scenes, many people didn't want to believe it at first. In November 2022, a newspaper called The Guardian said that David had said some inappropriate things about the contestants when the cameras weren't filming. The leaked transcripts that The Guardian looked at showed several disturbing incidents during auditions in January 2020. David allegedly used mean language and made comments that weren't appropriate. The leaked remarks included him calling a contestant a mean name and making explicit remarks about a female contestant. ITV, which is the TV network that shows Britain's Got Talent, quickly responded to these allegations. They said they didn't approve of the language that was used. The incident got so much negative attention that even David himself said he was sorry. In a statement to a magazine called Variety, he said he felt bad about his disrespectful comment. But he did try to point out that the conversation was private and was never meant to be heard by other people. After all of this drama happened, David decided it was time for him to leave the show. He took responsibility for his bad behavior and eventually stepped down after apologizing for making the comments. The TV channel announced that Bruno Tonioli, who was famous from Strictly Come Dancing, would be taking his place. However, David was truly the judge that would be hard to replace. Because of his happy personality and entertaining behavior since the beginning of the new season. Bruno has already pressed the golden buzzer twice, which is against the rules of the show. Surprisingly, the Italian dancer said he didn't know how it all works because he hadn't watched the show before. Yikes. Something tells us he might not stay on the show much longer either. As for David, he has been pretty much missing in action since he announced he was leaving the show. He's keeping a low profile because the country is still shocked that he said those words. Only recently, the comedian posted a picture with his son, who was dressed as the main character from his newly released book called Robo-Dog. It seems that David is now trying to show his gentle side to the public. But many people would say that the damage has already been done. Currently, the comedian is busy looking for a new romantic partner. Earlier, he was married to a model named Lara Stone, and together they had a son named Alfred. Sadly, in 2015, the couple went through a messy divorce. David claimed that his partner behaved unreasonably. Their relationship started in 2009, reportedly after they met at a Chelsea football match. Lara later said she felt very nervous during their first date, but quickly realized they both had a wicked sense of humor. She told a Dutch magazine called Vogue that after their date, she texted David to say thank you for the dinner. He texted back asking, "Who's this?" The couple announced they were engaged in January 2010 and then had a fancy London wedding at Claridge's Hotel. The star-studded event had A-list guests including Sir Elton John, Russell Brand, and Stephen Fry. However, just 4 months after their wedding, they held a second ceremony at Claridge's Hotel in front of family and friends, which costs a huge amount of money, £80,000, despite their high-profile lives. David was reportedly really upset by the breakup in the divorce proceedings. Lara agreed to accept the blame as David cited her unreasonable behavior as the reason for the separation. Since their separation in 2015, Lara has moved on and gotten married to a new partner named David Grieveson, whom she found on the dating app Tinder in 2018. Now, David is also looking for stability and searching for love. Allegedly, David has joined the celebrity dating app Raya, hoping to find a meaningful connection. On his profile, he reportedly features pictures of himself with his two border terrier dogs named Bert and Ernie. Even after wrapping up such a successful stint, the British TV personality doesn't have to worry about his next job thanks to his many successful projects. The comedian has earned an impressive net worth of around $25 million. He reportedly earned $1.8 million for each season of Britain's Got Talent. This hidden information came out in October 2020 when his co-hosts Amanda Holden and Alicia Dixon discovered that they were being paid much less for the same amount of work. Before they found out, Amanda had been earning £700,000 per season, while Alicia was earning £450,000 per season. After they learned about the pay difference, Amanda and Alicia fought for equal pay. This led Simon Cowell, their fellow co-host, and the show's executive producer to agree to increase their salaries to match David's salary per season. Overall, David Walliams' journey on Britain's Got Talent has been a mixed bag of entertainment, controversy, and heartfelt moments. While he initially won over audiences with his wit, charm, and comedic timing, his involvement in the controversies surrounding the nasty remarks about contestants brought damage to his reputation. Despite the controversy, David continued to be a beloved judge on the show, contributing to memorable and uplifting moments, showcasing his genuine connection with contestants and his ability to bring laughter and joy to the stage. Ultimately, his impact on Britain's Got Talent will be remembered for both the highs and lows, leaving a lasting impact on the show's legacy.